What is going on, guys? Welcome to the premiere episode of DiceNDerps, the Lost Shaman. What's up, guys? So Jordan isn't sitting down, who is kind of who we need, but we can talk and go around the horn. How's your guys' week? Good? Great?
Yeah,
Quiet.
Don't all talk at once, though.
Good, quiet, yeah.
Well,
There you go. Yeah, there he is.
There she is.
There he is. So,
What's up?
well, welcome. We are live and we are on camera. So, but yeah, we filmed the character creation last week, which is on Patreon, and we did that little intro for you guys so that you guys would get a little bit of, you know, a little bit of knowledge on who each character was before we went live. And I thought that was pretty fun to do.
I thought so too.
Yeah. But yeah, how was your guys' week? Did you guys do anything fun? Any games you guys played or anything like that? D&D related, un-D&D related? Or roll top related, I guess?
Man, it's all D&D for me. You know that.
Yeah, that's true.
I played D&D on Saturday. I played D&D with you on Sunday.
Yeah. Yesterday I led a team through a pretty awesome fight about trying to channel some spells to create a portal to a comet to go find a wizard who lives on the comet, which is pretty fucking crazy. And it was awesome.
Was that 5th edition?
And so it's 5th edition. I've just been riding that high of D&D, so I can't wait to continue tonight.
Yeah, that's interesting. Comet, riding on a comet, living on a comet. How did that go? On a scale of 1 to 10 between good and bad. In the terms of how well your party did, not how well did the night go.
Yeah. Oh man, my party nailed it.
Okay.
Like 9 out of 10.
Nice.
They actually ended up freeing an alien god, so that's pretty cool. Good for them.
If that's good,
Truth
you know.
is out there.
Yeah, I mean,
It's up-
it remains to be said.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was a golden cyclops goat, the size of a tractor trailer. So
Nice.
we'll see.
That's awesome. What about Nadro? I know you're kind of getting over or still kind of sick, but how are you doing?
I'm good. Game wise to D&D wise, I've been like looking into like the D&D stuff, so
Mhm.
I'm kind of a bit more knowledgeable, but I'm still a pleb. Game wise, I'm actually started playing Star Citizen. Oh, that game, absolutely beautiful game, without a doubt.
Yeah, I've heard
I don't know
it's
if you've
pretty
tried
cool.
it.
I haven't tried it, but I heard
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Very role, but it Star Citizen is pretty
Um,
role play, right?
You can, but most people don't.
Oh, okay.
But they introduced the campaign mode Squadron 42 that I haven't started yet, but I'll probably start playing that on the weekend because like I find the campaigns for most games to be like the best part of the game.
Mhm.
Like the recent history, like Call of Duty wise, the campaigns have always been better than the actual online gameplay. So
Right. Yeah. Well, because campaign is like you're going through a story and you're going through something that was made for you as a player to enjoy.
Yeah.
Where multiplayer is throwing you to the wolves and letting all the people who have the game ruin it for you. Really, right?
that's true, yeah. That's definitely true. But what I mean is like, so the whole point of you playing single player is so that you're prepared to actually be at least at a decent level to play against people when you play online.
Yeah.
When that happens, there's no guarantee you'll be actually any sort of level of decency against other people.
Yeah, because if you're like me, you've not played a campaign on very many games, like ever. If they have multiplayer, it's like straight there. GTA 5, straight there. Call of Duty, straight there. Don't play.
I can't do that. I always have to play the single player immediately. I can't play online straight away. It's like I don't know, it's always like a set rule for me if I play any sort of game. It's always got to be campaign first,
Right.
multiplayer
I mean, it
second.
makes sense. It's probably how you should do it.
Yeah, it is.
Creature, what have you been up to?
nothing really. I had D&D on Saturday. Had strep. Had to get a shot in the butt.
Butt
Feel
shot.
better. Nope. But mostly work. I mean, I have this tonight. I have D&D tomorrow, and D&D Friday, and then D&D Saturday.
Nice.
Oh.
Filling it up.
Yeah.
Is it all?
Line up my weekend.
Is it all 5th edition stuff? Or are you playing anything different?
My Friday game is like kind of a mix of 5th edition and Pathfinder.
Oh.
Which I've never gotten into Pathfinder before. So
Right.
I mean, kind of similar, but it should be still fun.
Cool. And last but not least, the DM who was sitting away from his chair. What's up, Jordan?
What's up, guys? It's been a good week for me. Just been working, and that's pretty much it. Work.
That's
hanging
not a
out
good
with-
week if that's all it is.
Well, okay, that's not all I did. But I, just worked, hung out with some buddies, hung out with my wife. Nothing too eventful though.
Yeah.
Been pretty low key.
Yeah, that's not how my weekend was. It was all Black Panther. It was pretty insane because I've seen it twice now. Really, like I pretty much I enjoyed it a lot, and if I had to pay for it, I probably wouldn't have seen it twice. But I get that kind of luxury of not having to pay for it. But it's
Nice.
insane to look at the stats of what it's done. So it made in the first 4 days, because it's President's Day, it made like $245 million, which is $40 million above Age of Ultron, and it's already grossed more in 4 days than like almost every X-Men movie ever, which is just
Yeah, I
insane.
heard it.
I don't understand. Is it really that good?
Dude,
Yeah.
well, okay, yeah, it actually it is good. It is very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
think
should,
it made-
I should probably see it. I want to see it, and I just haven't seen it yet.
I think I heard somewhere that it made more money than the entire run of Justice League.
Yes, no,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It made more than Days of Future Past, more than Justice League, more than X-Men Apocalypse, more than First Class. Like so many of these movies, right? So many of these superhero movies that, like, all X-Men movies are team-up movies, right? They're all Avenger-esque movies because of how many different characters you have in it, and they just
Yeah.
can't seem to figure it out. Like other studios, for somehow Disney/Marvel has figured out this formula, or I don't know what it is, because when you look at all
Yeah.
their standalone movies, they're all pretty much the same, and it's the same thing when you look at like all Pixar movies. They all follow along the same lines of that, but the formula works, man. They don't fix what's not broken, so they just continue to push it and they just make money. I mean, it's pretty insane.
There's not a Marvel movie I've seen that I didn't have fun watching.
Yeah.
Like whether or not like I thought there were problems with the movie, had fun watching every single Marvel movie. I can't say that about all the X-Men movies or the DC stuff. Like,
Apocalypse didn't do it for you?
I still haven't seen that one.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, it's
Good
like
luck.
I've started watching it like twice, and then I've been like, maybe when I have the will.
yeah. I always struggle with villains that can like do like literally anything, and Apocalypse was one of those guys who just had every power known to man, but yet like just people who have one ability that isn't even that great. Like Cyclops' ability in all the movies are just like cool, but like he doesn't really do much. So there's some of that. So I'm interested to see what they'll do with Thanos and like how OP he's gonna be, but it's gonna be fun to watch. But yeah, I think the only Marvel movie that I didn't like and didn't have fun with was Iron Man 3. That was the only one I didn't like. Like to my core, didn't happen. It wasn't there. Didn't exist.
You know what? I completely forgot Iron Man 3. I hear you there. I hear you.
So I'm not a comic book person. Like I didn't read it. Jordan, you want me to mute your mic?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. What am I supposed to do?
Got him.
I'll just be like this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Take notes on
Yeah.
Scribble
Um.
the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. It was so bad. I don't know. So bad. Iron Man 3 was terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I had fun watching it, but yeah, it was like it was like a DC movie for me. Like I had problems with it when I was watching it, as opposed to like, after
You talk about
later
it,
reflection.
Yeah.
Right.
As soon as the big reveal of Iron Man 3, I feel like I could talk about it if I wanted to, because it's been like 5 years. So like if you haven't seen it now, you don't really care all that much about spoilers, but I'm not going to say anything. But as soon as the big reveal happened, I was like, this is horseshit. I fucking hate it. But yeah, D&D related for me, man. I'm just who's that? Is that Natro now? Bastard.
It's me.
No, I'm just messing with you. I was like, I couldn't see you actually typing, and I thought somehow Jordan's mic was still picking it up. And I was like, what's happening? I was like, what's happening here?
Framing him, dude. Just Just
Yeah.
completely framing him.
Yeah, you did good. You tricked me. That's what rogues do, I guess, right? But yeah, so I won't take up any more of your guys' time. I'll let Jordan get into it and explain it and everything, and run you guys through the game so we get as much D&D as possible.
Right.
Do it.
See. So, as you guys know, you have all received a note, and it says the lost one. What does it say? It says the lost one lies at Port Coral, where he like remains there, and so you guys are all on this sea vessel that's headed towards Port Coral, and there's a bunch of swashbuckling pirate-esque tradesmen among the group, and they're all singing songs, getting shit-faced, just having the time of their lives, just bouncing around. It's very like Captain Hookish, the environment. And you guys are all kind of sitting in the back of the ship, just kind of waiting to arrive. And so, did you guys want to do anything while you're on this ship, or did you kind of want to just wait it out until you get to where you're going?
I think I'd like to explore the ship, maybe
Okay.
get to know the other passengers.
Okay. So what are you gonna do? You're just gonna walk up and talk to the nearest guy, the nearest man?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
So yeah. So you walk up and there's a guy who's drinking out of a bottle of rum, and he looks over to you and he doesn't even say anything, and he just hands you the bottle and says, "Aye."
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You want to
So,
take a drink or
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a big chug.
a big chug? Okay.
Big chug.
Oh, that's good.
Show my masculinity.
Yeah, and he just says, "Aye." He says, "Nothing like having a warm belly when you're going to the island. Am I right?"
I'm like, you're right about that, sir.
What brings you to Port Coral, there, good sir?
I'm looking to take a break from being in the big city and all. Trying to embark on an adventure.
Aye, city boy, I see. Not one of the sea, are you?
No, this is my first adventure via the sea.
Wow. Well, that's great. That's great. Well, I'm Henry Wilwer.
Nice to meet you,
And,
Henry.
you're not trading bananas, are you?
Oh no, that's a little beneath me.
Ah. Well, you're the first person I've met on one of these ships who's not trading bananas. But that's good. That's good. We'll carry on now. And he sort of just starts drinking out of his rum bottle.
I hope you have a good trip as well, sir.
Yeah, there's some people directly to his left. They're kind of it's like a group of like 10 people, and they're all kind of in a circle, and a few of them are rolling some dice on the ground, and they're cheering and throwing some gold on the floor. It seems like they're playing some sort of dice rolling game.
Okay.
Maybe maybe pirate craps, if you will, something of that manner. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but yeah. So, what do you want to maybe see what that's about, or are you just gonna kind of waltz on by, leave them to their gambling?
No, I'll walk up to the group of them, and I'll be like lurking in the back, so I kind of get a good a good idea of what the game's like, and what sort of the numbers have been rolled, so I can kind of like dice counting.
Okay.
And then so I can
right.
jump in and then try my luck.
Okay, so you're sort of watching them, and they're just kind of rolling the dice, and they all roll, and you can't really see what the dice are, or what you're not really close enough if you're just kind of lurking in the back, but you see that they're just rolling dice, and every time they roll a dice, a couple of them are like and get upset, and then one of them kind of cheers and jumps around, whatever. But you don't really know. I mean, you could ask.
Yeah, I'll ask if I can participate in the next round.
The next round?
Yes.
What do you think this is? There's no rounds in this game.
Well, where I'm from a big city. When we play dice,
city
there's
boy. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a city boy.
Well, do you have a die?
A die?
A die. A die.
You can have to reframe what a die is for me, sir.
Dice. Singular.
Okay. No, I don't have a die on me. I'm afraid. Can I borrow one of your dice by any chance?
Yeah. So one of the guys standing behind you, he just he nudges you and hands you one of your dice.
Well, thank you for lending me your die. So
And he pulls you to the side for a second, and it's weighted. It's a weighted die. It's weighted.
Okay.
And he says, if they find out that it's weighted, we're both dead.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
It should be fine. I can.
Right.
I'm good at persuasion.
All right. So you're gonna play or what? Like the other two guys that are gonna play, or the other three guys are just kind of waiting for you to step up because they got their dice in hand, ready to roll.
I'm like, hold on, and then I asked the guy, which numbers done?
Well, the highest, of course, 20.
So I turn and go, sorry guys, I got the die. We ready to play? So then I cautiously put.
What do you mean? We're waiting on you. We're ready. We're waiting.
Okay. What's the
Okay.
bet though? Or what are you guys betting?
We usually go a gold piece around. You got any gold on you?
Yeah, I got a couple of pieces of gold on me.
Okay. Well,
I'll be
let's
putting.
have that then.
Okay, I'll be putting a gold coin on 20.
Go. You don't bet on a number. You just bet. Whoever gets the highest number wins.
Okay. Well,
but you. I mean, are you saying you're that? Is that dice? Is that die weighted? Because you're pretty.
no.
Really certain.
No.
You're really certain that it's going to land on 20. Okay.
No,
it's
I'm a city boy. You know,
Yeah.
we play it differently. So there's actually specific numbers that the dice roll on, and you actually put a certain amount of currency on a certain number that you think is going to be rolled.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Well, that sounds really we just, we drink a lot on these ships, and it's just hard to keep track of numbers. It's whoever gets the highest wins. That's really all there is to it. All right, so they all roll their dice.
Okay, I'll roll mine.
Okay. Well, they all roll. One of them rolls like a 15. One other rolls like a 10. The other one rolls like a 6 or something.
Okay.
And they're all kind of like beginner's luck, and then you get you get 3 gold pieces.
Sweet. Like yes. I mean, sorry guys, I didn't mean to. That was a bit over exasperated. Sorry, but so I turned around.
Okay.
So I turned to speak to the guy who gave me the die.
Okay.
And then I give him a gold coin in response for giving me the weighted die. I go, thanks for the die, because he guaranteed me a win there. So it's only fair that I pay you a reward to help me win that bet.
Okay, so you turn around to say all this, and he's gone.
Huh?
Nowhere to be seen.
Well, weird fellow.
Yeah. So
I guess I keep the die.
Yeah. So are you guys? Yeah, you can keep it. That's totally fine. So it's a loaded die. You can add that to your inventory if you want. What about the rest of you guys? What are you guys doing while this is happening? Are you guys all just watching, or are you kind of just in the back of the boat?
Is this above deck or below deck?
This is sort of this is all above deck. Yeah.
Okay. I would probably be standing near a railing or something, but not too near. But also keeping an eye on this dice game, because Lucius is a friend of Coriander's, and I kind of like Coriander. He's okay by me, and I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye on this to make sure things aren't But other than that, I'd probably be just keeping to myself. But just, this whole ocean thing is really like, this is something else.
Yeah.
I've never seen no ocean before.
You're watching the dice game, and I mean that's cool, but you're really just completely like, you're just in awe of the ocean. Even at, you've been on the boat for several hours, probably days at this point, but you're still just like, you're kind of still soaking it all in, so to speak.
Yeah. But I'd be afraid of that literally soaking it in. So like I said, I'd be near a railing, but not too near the railing.
Yeah. You're sort of, you have a really, really awkwardly wide stance. You're sort of like...
You're so big, you're tilting the ship.
Well,
like...
I do slouch a lot. Yeah. I slouch a lot, and I usually keep my hood up.
Okay.
Because I know that it's almost impossible to not draw attention to myself, but I'm trying to draw maybe a little less attention to myself. So like when I'm amongst like other people, I just kind of like hunker down a little and I keep my hood up, and I hope nobody gives me a hard time.
So yeah, and I will say, like, people have kind of been eyeing you because not a lot of people have seen your kind, but it's a respectable group of swashbucklers. So they're giving you space. They're not like just like weirdly staring at you, but they're more just kind of eyeing you in respect.
Okay.
And
yeah.
Right. So Corey is probably hanging out with Mouse, and I feel like we're probably maybe above deck as well, or maybe just chilling in a hammock. And I'm just have a very perplexed face, expression as I just kind of go, all right, one more time. Where did you grow up? What? The circus? What?
Well, yeah, the circus. You ain't never heard the circus before?
I have a just dumb expression. Never heard of it.
See, you're telling me you grew up your whole life and ain't never been to a circus. I mean, there are circuses everywhere. We're not the only one. I mean, we're like kind of like a famous one, but like mostly in the southern part. We're not really in, everywhere else. But I mean, I'm sure you've had like a circus come to town before or something.
I don't know. Is it just one of your human things?
Oh, bless your heart. Okay, so like
roll for blessing. I'm just kidding.
Anyway. So like a circus is kind of like this. Well, it was a huge caravan of all like walks of life kind of people. There are a couple little halflings like you there. They did like a whole bunch of like acrobatic stuff, but we put up this big old red tent, and everyone would just kind of congregate inside of it in little things, and then like right smack dab in the middle was like a circle, and like on the outside we kind of put hay as like a barrier to keep people from like kind of coming in. That's where like all the acts have. We had fire breathers, we had a bearded lady, we had some acrobats, we had this one dude swallowed 3 swords.
Like a theater?
No.
Okay.
Well, kind of, but
I'm so.
Well, it's kind of like a theater, but like low budget, like super low budget theater.
Oh, okay. What did you do?
Well, my mama, she was a singer, so I usually just kind of like played like my flute in the background, or if one time she wanted me to learn the piano, so I did that.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one time I had to do a piece with the bagpipes.
Yeah. What? One more. Say what?
Bagpipes.
What?
It's like this thing, and it's like a fabric, and I don't know. It's kind of like a horn,
bag, like a pipe.
It's like a bag with a pipe attached to it, and you squeeze the bag apart.
Smoke out of it?
No. Well, you squeeze the back part, and sounds come out of the pipe.
Oh, like a musical pipe.
And then while you guys are having this conversation, a group of swashbucklers walk up, and they're all very visibly inebriated, and they're like, "You said we heard you say you could sing. sing for us, yeah. And they're all like, just like, come on, sing. One of them like pukes over the railing.
I'm in
do
the
that.
back going, yeah, sing.
I do that
Sing!
classic
Do
halfling.
it!
I do that
And,
classic
like-
halfling slinked into the shadows, like not me. See?
Yeah, they're like sing for us, and one of them is like really like he's like on his knees, like please sing, please. He's like crying. It's really weird.
Well, I don't really sing. I just kind of play instruments. You can get up off the ground now. That's really weird. Please don't touch me. She's kind of like,
Please, please sing.
well, I can.
nothing to live for. I need this.
Well, maybe you should. I don't know. Maybe like, find some kind of god or something. Because I don't know what to tell you. But I can't sing. I mean, I can sing, but I don't want to sing. I just play the instrument. That's what I do.
We'll play an instrument then.
Well, okay then. That's all you had to say. So I'll pull out my lute and I'll play like a sea shanty version of "Shake It Off" by Taylor Swift.
Wow. All right, they are. They're visibly like they're just in awe of the beauty that you have. Well, actually, roll a performance check. Sorry, I can't be that generous with your performance here. Okay. Oh, yikes.
Oh,
Oh man. What is your? Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay.
Why don't dice like
the-
me?
You getting the bad rolls out early. It's okay.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
That's how dice
So
work.
you're playing and it sounds sort of like you know those YouTube videos where it's like a normal song like on a recorder and it like sounds really awful. So you're playing like that and it's like it sounds pretty bad. But these are sea folk. They don't really know
They're
art.
drunk. It's fine.
And they're shit faced, so they're just kind of like they're more just looking at you because they think you're good looking more than anything. But they enjoyed it and they sort of they just kind of bow and they put like a couple. There's like a few silver coins in front of you. Just 3 silver coins.
Okay.
And yeah, so that happened. And what were you guys doing? What were the rest of you doing while this was going down?
I was.
What instrument were you playing this?
A flute, I believe.
A loop.
Yep. The lute.
Okay.
Oh, they said a flute. A lute. Okay. Well, now my recorder thing doesn't really make any sense. How the fuck would a lute sound like a recorder?
Like we both play Guitar Hero. We know what it's like.
Yeah. Okay.
I was getting drunk with the sea shanties with the swashbucklers, and then I stumble backwards, and my head bumps onto the hip of Tagali. I turn around and I go, "Well, aren't you a tall fella?"
Wow.
And I'm kind of like, so what's your name again, sir? Is it Sarah? And then I'm like, and then he interrupts me and he goes, and then just tells me his name properly, what it is.
Tagali.
Oh, is he froze out?
Am I frozen up? I don't know. I don't.
Your video was kind of froze up.
Yeah.
Is it better now?
No.
I don't see you.
Oh man.
You are one with the darkness. But that's cool. That's a
Can you hear me?
cute moment.
Yeah, we can hear. Oh, there you're back.
Oh, you're back.
Tagali. We've met before.
Ah, right, Tagali. Yeah, sorry. I've been drinking with the sea folk and getting acquainted with these people. So I apologize for my indecency and forgetting your name.
It's no indecency.
All right.
You're a good guy, and I clap him like on the shoulder lightly.
Yeah.
Which probably
Means hard.
I'm not like really strong, but I'm big and heavy.
So you guys look up and you see a guy like what is it called the mast or
Mask.
the thing that goes up really high on a sailboat, like on top of the sail or whatever. and there's a guy up there, and he goes,
Frozen?
land ho, and then he falls off. No, he doesn't fall off, but he says land ho, and you guys look, and it would appear that you are about to pull up to Port Coral. Well, not about to, but you see it on the horizon, so it's just kind of like just far off. So if there's anything else you would like to do on the sea boat or the sea ship, whatever the hell it's called, now would be a good time to do so.
I'd probably want to get a banana.
A banana?
Yeah, I'd probably like to get a banana.
Okay. Do roll investigation. Try and find a banana. A nanner. Ananas.
I'm perfectly willing to pay for one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Will you
You
look
there.
around? There's
Are you selling bananas?
Yeah, you're kind of asking around for bananas, and people are like, we're going to Port Coral for banana. We don't have bananas. We're going there to get bananas.
I just want to know, like, what's so great about bananas? I just want to
And
try one.
yeah, and they're like,
So you're
yeah,
saying I
they're
can
good.
find a banana in Port Coral?
Oh yes, there's more bananas than even the world's largest dragon could consume in all of a lifetime.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but you're looking
that's
around.
a lot of bananas.
Yeah, yes. You're looking around and you notice there's just like a bunch of various merchandise, mainly like, you know, it's like barrels full of like hops and like tobacco, and there's like a bunch of apples and stuff, and like oranges, and there's a bunch of produce. There's some goats and like various livestock. This is a packed boat full of trading goods per se. So, but you don't see any bananas.
All right, I'll wait until we get to Port Coral to try.
And so you are deeply, deeply sad.
Yeah, I'm a little sad about that.
Yeah. There's lots of rum though. If you wanted to like have some rum.
I would drink some rum.
All right. All right. Yeah. So some guy looks up to you and he says, "You look like you could use some rum, big fella," and he just hands you a bottle of rum.
I sniff it.
Okay. What do you think?
I look at Lucius. I look at Lucius and I'm just like, "What do you think?"
I mean,
Yeah.
I've already had 3 bottles of these. I say okay.
Okay. I take a big gulp. Worthy of my
Okay.
size.
Okay. Yeah, you're feeling a little more social than usual, but not like you're not like drunk, but you're just feeling a little saucy. Got a warm belly. And you feel the warm kind of tropical moist air running through your hair and against your face. And you feel
How
happy.
long have I been on this boat now? And I'm only now just trying this.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I wanted it all to myself.
I've been drinking that swill.
Yeah, and you gesture to like huge spigot of water that like it's like there's like swashbucklers on all four, like kind of getting water out and feeding themselves, and there's also like goats and like a couple cows next to them, just like it's pretty dirty water, but it does the trick.
They love that dirty water.
They do love that dirty water, don't they? So yeah. What do you guys are you guys feeling like particularly satisfied with the boat, or do you want to search around more?
What was the name of the boat? I'm curious what the name of the boat was.
Yeah, me too. That was gonna be my question.
Okay, you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Banana boat.
I'm not sure what I was expecting.
Yeah. This is literally just a large sea vessel that goes to and from Port Coral for the sole purpose of bananas. Trading to and from. I mean, so yeah.
Is it painted yellow too?
It is a bright Yellow. No, it's not. It just looks like a normal sailboat. You do notice that
Imagine has the sorry, has the Chiquita girl logo as the maiden head of the
yeah,
ship.
yeah, and you're kind of looking around. You see, the more you like look around, you notice like most people's shoes are like just banana peels that are kind of like wrapped around their feet, and like the steering wheel is just a bunch of bananas like sticking out of like a round piece of wood. There's some guy like so.
How do they walk on those banana peels?
I mean,
I slipped on one.
yeah, yeah. They seem to be very, very skilled banana tradesmen. So
The
but
banana
yeah.
smith,
They're banana
the
smiths.
highest of art.
Yeah. But yeah. So so there's still people. I mean, it's really just the same environment. People are drinking rum. People are singing songs. People are rolling the dice, doing all that good stuff. Some guy's riding a goat around, and there's another guy chasing him. Like, hey, get off my goat! Hey.
There's no ship's mage, is there?
No.
Yeah, so I think Coriander's been pretty bored this whole trip.
Yeah. Yep, I would say so. If you're like a magical intellectual type, this would probably kind of not be fun for you. But yeah, you've just been like horribly seasick this entire time, just
Yeah,
puking. So
yeah, that definitely sounds right. And
yeah,
it doesn't.
but
It doesn't help that I don't trust the grog, and I just
yeah. It's been it's been kind of a cute little halfling puke though.
It's not cute when it's coming up, my dude.
Yeah. Well, it's as cute as vomit can be. Okay, so you guys are pulling up to Port Coral now, and everyone's cheering, jumping around like a bunch of idiots. Yeah, land ho! They're like sparring with sticks, like pirates do in movies, and they're just excited to be there. And you guys pull up, and it kind of the boat rocks as it meets with the land. You guys are right on next to a dock, and everybody starts hopping off, getting their belongings and getting out of the boat. So is there anything else you would like to do on the boat freely?
I'm just gonna grab my belongings and get off the boat.
That's a good
The boat was fun, but I wasn't crazy about the boat.
Right. Okay.
I steal 2 bottles of ale and ask Coriander to assist me off the boat because I'm still drunk.
Wait, you take 2 bottles of what? A rum?
Me?
Yeah, I take 2 bottles of rum while the swashbucklers are all like they're distracted.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, our 7'9" catcher in the rye is going to see this little tiny halfling trying to keep this human up, and hopefully you're going to help me out here because I am not going to be able to hold Lucius
absolutely.
up at all.
But I do it like
even Mouse too, right?
I do it like as if I'm not helping, but I'm like I'm trying to make sure that you feel like you're the one who's helping.
Oh,
like,
yeah. So you got your hand over my head and you're just like puppeteering me to like just stop me from leaning left or right.
Just
exactly.
Here we go. Okay. Yep. Okay. I don't got you. I don't. Okay. Good. Thank you. Okay.
Whoa.
And,
all right, I'll help steady him.
Yeah, and there's a group of swashbuckler trader dudes that had just gotten up, and they're looking up at you guys trying to get your hammered friend off the boat, and they're just like, I remember my first trip to Coral. And they're just laughing really hard. They're all laughing very hard. And yeah. So you guys get on the dock, and you have your belongings. You're walking up to where the dock kind of meets with the sand. And as soon as you step on the sand, everybody give me a Constitution save.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. You guys are good. So as if you were all expert mariners, you hop off and your ground legs are just with you right away. Maybe if you didn't get so lucky, you might have been kind of drunkenly walking around, but your ground legs are there and you guys are good to go. And so you guys are walking up. You and all the swashbuckler trader guys walk up the dock. It's kind of a gentle slope that's leading up to a big kind of overhanging sign that says Port Coral, and it's kind of engraved in cursive wood. And you see past it is kind of like what looks to be a kind of a buzzing town center. And there's a man kind of standing, and he's got kind of naval military-esque. There's a guy clad in like kind of like Navy military-ish uniform stuff, and he's standing there and he says, "Visitors and residents alike, the corporals welcome you to Port Coral. Enjoy your stay." And then he steps aside and just points his sword at the sun and just stands there like this, perfectly still. And everybody's just kind of walking through. So yeah.
What a curious fellow.
Yeah, right? What a curious fellow.
And what kind of outfit were they wearing for the corporals?
Sort of they're like, well, that he's not a corporal per se, but he's representing the corporals. And he's a military kind of he looked to be sort of like a guard type of guy. And he's standing there, and they're like naval kind of like think of like a Navy like sailor's uniform, like on the boat with like the kind of the hat thing. But they're like banana yellow.
Like Napoleonic. Yeah, I got it.
But they're yellow. And yeah, so he's standing there just with his cutlass pointed into the sky.
Okay.
I like kind of stand next to him and like hunker down and like look to see like what he might be pointing at. And when I don't see anything, I'll just kind of shrug and.
So while Tagali's looking at him, I try and pickpocket him while this guy is just looking up in the air, pointing his cutlass sword.
I try to grab you because you're drunk and telling you like no, like don't even think about it.
Okay.
But this is the easiest score of the day.
Okay.
At least let's get our rooms first. Come on. You're gonna get kicked out of a town we just got here.
So roll for pickpocketing then.
I'm gonna intercede here.
Well,
as best I can. So
you're gonna help by not helping.
Advantage, if possible.
What was
where's pickpocketed, by the way?
It'd be a sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight. I was gonna say sleight of hand.
Oh, okay.
Mouse is like an excited tourist at the Buckingham Palace, like with her loot in front of her, just kind of plucking it, but kind of also like walking around the guard, like waving her hand in front of his face, and like kind of like looking at him from all angles. Like, is he gonna move?
Yeah.
Does he just stand there all day?
And he's sort of like
Mouse. He's just staring up into the sun, and like you can see like tears are like starting to run because it's like the sun is like burning his eyes out of his head, but he's just kind of like standing there like Grr, just taking the pain. But yeah, so did you? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I rolled.
Okay, let's see here. Second. All right, so you reach into his pocket, and he seems like he's pretty set on just kind of staring at the sun for whatever reason, and he does not detect that you steal him.
Okay.
Or you steal him. What am I saying? You pickpocket him. You steal him. You steal his whole person.
Give up.
Yeah, Lucius, where are you going with that guy?
I know Lucius, right? I know Lucius, and I know what he does. And so when he goes and slides that away, I would like to pickpocket Lucius so I can put it back on the corporals.
Wow. Okay. So he grabs.
I'm not getting kicked out of this freaking town. I'm not getting on the banana boat again. Okay.
All right. Okay. So get.
I would rather cross the river Styx than ride on that freaking banana boat. All right.
Yeah. So you get. He had 5 gold pieces and an agate, a little sea rock in his pocket, and so I guess roll for sleight of hand on him. And
oh my god!
19.
So now you roll perception. Roll perception.
All right. Okay. Let's have a look. Damn it!
Yeah. So
Okay. So yeah, you pull it off, man. He's like ha ha ha, and then he starts walking away, and then you just go whoop and just take it out of his pocket.
I take it out of your pocket and I put it back onto the corporal or the guard. They're representing the corporals.
Okay,
and,
well you're gonna have to roll again. So sleight of hand to put it in his pocket.
Oh, this could be a double-edged sword.
Oh
wow.
Okay. Yeah, so you pull it off, man. This guy has no idea what happened. He just got robbed and then reimbursed. And
I know. And so then I go back, and so when we're walking away, I like grab your leg coat and I try to pull you down, and so I can whisper to you, Lucius, and I say, if you pull another one of those stunts while we're in this town, I'm gonna send. And I point over to Gully. I'm gonna tell him that you're a bad man.
Bad.
Right.
I'm like stuck in capacity, and I'm like, who's the guy?
Yeah, you're like half speaking thieves can't. You're like, dude, we hate it when you start saying, come on.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
Good. All right. Well, so you guys are strolling. Are you guys walking into town now, or is that kind of your what you're gonna do?
Yeah, we're gonna go to find the nearest inn so that we can get some rooms sorted.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start walking into the town. There's a rich smell of fallen tropical fruit, cooking meat, and island pipeweed in the air. And you're kind of walking, and there's just stuff going on. Bunch of it's just buzzing with activities. It's literally like noon, So there's a lot of people walking around. This seems like a very kind of busy epicenter of the town, the townspeople of this area. And there's people, loudly bartering trade deals, and there's people just like drunkenly drinking. Seems like a very it's kind of a party town, and people are having a great time. And you look to the left, and like it's just a ton of maybe like 40 or 50 vending like merchant carts, and like 95% of which are just banana carts. It's just selling bananas everywhere. And there's people going over there's people with different signs like, brown bananas, yellow bananas, green bananas, or like this type of banana, that type of banana, or whatever. Like banana hats, banana shoes, banana whatever. There's just like banana everything. And
those are bananas?
Huh?
Those are bananas?
Yeah.
I understand the shoes now.
Yeah. So so Tirgala, you just go up and you just pick up like two like banana shoes, and you're just totally enamored just looking at them like wow, you're just like so amazed. And the guy looks up to you and he goes, 5 copper pieces a piece. And he kind of just looks at you like he's kind of looking at you, but he's also kind of like, what the fuck are you?
Are these the bananas you can eat?
They're not for eating, but they are banana peels. I suppose you could eat them if you wanted to.
I just drop them. I'm just like, I want to eat the banana. I have heard of these bananas for so long on this boat.
He says, well, good news, buddy. You are in the banana paradise, my man. There's bananas everywhere. I'm sick of bananas living here. I don't even eat.
But I don't want to wear them on my feet. I want to eat the banana.
Where bananas?
Do you have eating bananas?
And he says, but if you really want to truly experience port coral, you got to put these shoes on. I need to get you a pair of these, guy.
I lift one of my legs, and I show him like my big foot, and I'm just like, I don't think a banana will fit on my foot.
Yeah, and
But
he
it
just
would fit in my belly.
yeah, and he just looks at your foot and he like takes out like measuring like little tape thing and he's like, and he's like, yeah, I can't help you, sir. But if you
No,
go
you
down
can-
here, he's like, if you
Yeah.
go down there to the left, there's about 30 carts that are selling edible bananas, my friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And he goes next, and there's like people in line like waiting to try on banana shoes, and somebody else steps up. And yeah, what are you guys doing? Are you guys just kind of lurking, just watching him have this this interaction?
I mean,
Yeah,
I want to make sure we have lodging.
Okay.
So I might have employed Mouse here to help me out because halflings don't tend to get noticed by tall folk. So and Lucius is just way too drunk.
Okay. Yeah, Lucius, you're just you're just walking around like kind of like drunkenly mammering to people about how you're like the greatest rogue in all the land, and they're just like, "Who are you?" And
I'm the
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you try and pickpocket a few people, but you just kind of like your hand just kind of like bumps into their like ass, and they're just like, hey. Yeah. So yeah. Yes. You can get on his shoulders, Corey.
No,
No. Okay.
no, I have
you-
dignity.
Yeah, you have dignity. Halflings they refuse to ride on people because they know it belittles them.
I see what you did there.
So yeah, you want to. So Corey, you want to find an inn? Is
Yeah,
that what
I wanna
what I heard?
yeah.
What I heard?
For all of us.
Okay, so I mean, you guys are okay. Roll a perception check.
Can I argue it's investigate?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Cool. It's only one is way better than the other.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah. So I'm trying. Is there? I imagine this is a really touristy city, right? And there's probably some sort of like signage or map. There's probably like just like a row of inns or something like that. And so I'm trying to figure out like the best one to go see, the ones that have the coolest stuff. Yeah, 19. Wow, my dice
Okay.
are hot today.
So yeah, okay. So you guys are well, you specifically, you're kind of looking around. You're standing on his shoulders. No, I'm just kidding.
The Banana Hut district.
Yeah. You're just standing around. You guys are all kind of on the. Well, I guess you could still be at sort of the entrance. But Travali was over at the kind of the merchant section, whatever the marketplace, which is on like the left side of town. And I will say, by the way, so this whole town is kind of has like walls on the left side and the right side going back to like a wall on the back, and it's maybe about 50 feet high. It's kind of castle walls, like it's kind of this big like town square and it has cobblestone kind of all over it, and you can see kind of like when you were entering in, like you could see that on all sides of it, it was kind of just like immediately outside of the town. It's basically just jungle going in all directions, and you guys are kind of in this walled off sort of town that has been kind of cut into the jungle. And so anyways, yeah. So you're kind of looking out, and you see that there's a few buildings that appear to be more significant, substantial than just the little bungalow kind of huts that people are slinging fruit out of, and whatnot. And you do see an inn, or what appears to be an inn. There's people going in and out of it, and you just by the shape of it, you're like, that is definitely an inn. So yeah,
Cool. But I think Coriander also has a very smirk to their face. So they're working through a puzzle because and he kind of looks around and seeing these giant stone walls and walking these cobblestones while this is sort of a port city out in the middle of nowhere, and there's just bananas everywhere. And then so they muse to themselves, nobody's gotten this rich off just produce. Thinking that there's something else about this place.
Yeah.
Oh look,
Yeah.
Mouse
I mean-
over here. And
Okay, so yeah, are you guys gonna go? You guys gonna follow Coriander into the inn, so to speak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
wondrously.
especially
like,
if I have a banana.
Yeah, you were able to get a banana, because I mean, basically, you know, most people buy them in like huge bundles or whatever. So
Mhm.
some guy, you were just so amazed by this strange kind of shaped fruit, and you were holding it in your hands, and this man was looking up at you, and he was like, and you were kind of fondling it for like maybe 10, 15 minutes, and he was like, "You can have it, buddy," and you were like, "Me, I can have it," and he was like, "Yeah, you can have that, man." And you just kind of, and then you just take a bite out of the whole. You don't peel it, and you're kind of just chewing on it.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could definitely get rich just selling bananas.
Yes. Okay, so you guys go to the inn, which is you kind of walk up to it. It's kind of got some stairs leading up to a porch, and there's a big it's 2 floors, pretty wide, deep building. It's definitely like pretty sizable for, and you could tell this is probably where most people stay in their times at port. And it's got a big sign on the top made out of, you guessed it, banana peels, dried, kind of nailed to this board in the shape of, it says the Yawning Tide. And so you guys walk in, and you're greeted by a brunette human woman who's like maybe 5'8", in pretty good shape, and she's kind of wiping down this counter that behind her. It looks like there's some keys hanging and whatnot, just your standard in kind of key master person in the inn. And she says, "Hey, how's it going, guys? How can I help you?"
Yeah, they're doing that classic like Law and Order witness interview action all the time. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
I kind of hope Mouse would be human to human, you know. So
yeah.
Out of there.
She says, "Oh, that's a mighty fine accent you got there, my lady."
Thank you. So me and my friends here, I'm a traveling performer, and me and my friends here looking for a place to stay, and maybe if I perform a couple nights while I'm here, you can maybe give us some lodgings for free.
Well, I think I'd have to hear you first before I can bet on that. But here, let me tell you what. We got an opening tonight at the bar connected to the inn here, and if you can perform, and we'll see how well you do, and I'll kind of gauge it at that. But it's pretty reasonably priced, so if that doesn't work out, I think you guys will be able to afford it. But I think we might be able to work something out here, because we do need some music. We got a lot of drunk, testy swashbucklers coming through here, which I'm sure you've already experienced a little bit of those on your route here.
I sure have.
You're damn right.
Yeah.
Including that one. Don't mind him. He might need another drink. We'll see.
I might need the bucket.
Yeah. Yeah, you thought you were just like, "You're damn right," but you're like, "You're damn right," like really loud. and she was kind of like, "Jesus Christ, what's up with this guy?" And you're like, "Don't worry about him. He's a little swashbucklered out." So you guys want to get some rooms then, do you?
Yes, miss. Yes.
So we got singles, doubles, and quads. What do you need?
Well, personally, I'd like a room for myself. I think my friend Corey here and Lucius might want a room together because they're better friends. And then
no, I'd look at you like.
I'd say no. I go. Do you do half a single because of my buddy Coriander?
Yeah. I'm getting a full room.
You know what?
I'm going to spread out in your human-sized bed. It's going to be.
And she says, "Oh, I didn't even see you down there, little guy." No, I'm just kidding.
You know what? No. Just make it 4 singles, please.
4 singles. Oh, okay.
That's
she reaches down. She reaches behind her, grabs four rooms. She says, "All right, well, These rooms are just up here, just up the stairs on my left here. They're on the right. They're right next to each other, so you guys will be able to be close because you're such good friends.
Right.
I turn to Coriander. I go, "Don't you find that a bit patronising that she patted you on the head?"
She didn't actually. That was me. I was speaking. She's very respectful, and she says, and she's like, I would never give a half room to such a sizable halfling here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I whisper to him, "She's calling you fat, basically."
All right.
Yeah.
And so you're standing. You guys are at the counter, and to your right, there's some stairs going up into what you would assume is the lodging kind of quarters or whatever you want to call it. And to the left is an opening that goes into it's kind of a large doorway that not like there's no doors in it. It's just sort of a big opening that goes into the bar that looks like it's kind of the inn bar. So it's like a hotel bar, but it's an inn, so it's an inn bar. And so you see a guy in there. There's a couple people sitting at the bar, but it's pretty sparse. Not a ton of people in there. So yeah, she says, "So, are you guys familiar with Port Coral at all?"
This is our first time here, so yeah, we are not familiar at all.
And she says, "What brings you here? Don't tell me it's bananas. I've heard that too many."
No, unfortunately, no.
Oh, it's not. Oh.
Yeah, to Gali's hooked on bananas already. I'm here for adventure with my buddy buddy Coriander.
You're here for the rum, aren't you, young man?
You've already guessed it, yeah. You
Got
got it right there, yeah.
She says, "Well, luckily," and she reaches down and pulls out 4 like hotel size little rums. She slaps them down, and it says banana rum on there.
I was like, oh, of course it's gonna be banana rum. Well, I was just gonna say to these guys, I bet you there's gonna be a banana rum on this list, and there it is. There it is.
I take mine and I put it in my pouch.
Okay.
I'm gonna save it.
Okay, you guys can save it, or you can slam it. Save or slam. Those are the only options in this decision.
I'm gonna save it and sell it.
Save and sell. That's even better.
I'll buy it from you.
Oh.
You can buy mine too.
You guys gonna barter here?
Yeah. Name your price. Name your price to Gali. Let's go.
I give him like I hold up a banana peel.
Okay. So
I have one of these. Apparently, you can make shoes of them.
I'm happy with the shoes I'm wearing currently. But I would prefer gold, like a currency. Not gold. That's too much.
No, you actually
coins. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting about coins.
Yeah.
And I pull out like 2 copper, and I'm just like, I don't know, is this good?
And then so Amelia, she says, forgive me, I forgot to introduce. My name's Amelia. Amelia Stromer. I'm one of the owners and operators here. And let me tell you, big guy, you can buy one from me for nothing. And then she just puts another one on the counter.
I give him back his, and I'm just like, I just smile at her, but it's like a really awkward smile, like us furbolgs have a different way of expressing ourselves, and like, so I'm just kind of like I really, like maybe awesome. Even like a thumbs up, like maybe I saw someone give a thumbs up to someone.
Yeah. So yeah, that's awesome. So she's kind of she just pats you on the shoulder, like, all right, whatever. Kind of weird, but you're nice, I guess. And then and Lucius, you realize when Tervali kind of like implied that you should make shoes out of the banana peels, you look down and you were like, my shoes are fine. And then you look down and you realize that in your drunken misadventure, you have lost your shoes. You have no shoes. You're shoeless. So I, maybe you left them on this, maybe you left them on in a cubby on the banana boat. I don't know, but you're shooting.
Oh shoot! Alright,
Yeah.
well, it seems to Gali the shoe is on the other foot. So
I look at his other foot. I'm like, which one?
so I guess
Gotta work on your idioms, mate.
It's on neither.
I,
It's on
I
neither
guess
of you.
I guess I can buy those banana peels off you so I can make some makeshift shoes since I've lost mine.
You can just have them, my friend.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You're just kind of
take them. Yeah.
You're kind of like putting these like banana peels on top of your feet and like trying to like wrap them into like shoes, and then Amelia says, "Oh no, don't do that, and she hands you some complimentary banana slippers.
Like, thank you very much for those, Amelia.
Yeah.
I mean, and I say I apologize for my drunkenness. Just getting used to the swashbuckler's way of life.
And she says, "You do you, okay? This is Port Coral. We don't judge here. We're all drunk all the time. I'm drunk right now."
Oh my god!
Wow,
I got myself into.
And then she like reaches down and grabs one of the banana rams and just drinks it and like smashes it on. And it's like, Wah! so yeah. So yeah, you guys want to go settle in your rooms or?
Yeah, and like once we do that, I have some plans I wanted to ask you about.
Okay.
Yeah, and how big is the bed? Because I'm fully prepared to be like stripping it to like stretch out on the floor.
Yeah. You sit down and you're like you get in your room and you sit and you're like, this is a lovely chair. It's perfectly sized for my body. And then you look and it was actually the bed. And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You're like, oh
No,
god.
I guess
not gonna work.
I've been used to that. I'm guessing since I left the forest. So I just
Yeah.
take the whatever sort of blankets or whatever. I just put them on the floor and make my little furball nest.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're kind of doing like when a dog like is on a blanket and he's walking in circles, like nosing it, trying to turn it into a bed. You're kind of doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Roll for performance. Let's see it. Come on, I want to see it.
The performance of making a dog bed.
No. Well, so it's you've slept on more comfortable beds in your life, but you know what? You're a forest person, so you just you don't mind sleeping on a hardwood floor.
Yeah, no. A rock would be good for a pillow even. This is luxury. Well, I mean, really the forest is luxury, but I mean, as far as like being in the city goes, like this blanket is much better than a rock.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So you're now you're settled in. Literally, you're like laying on the even though it's like 2 p.m.
Yeah. No, I mean, I wouldn't be staying there. Like once I've kind of settled in,
Yeah.
I would go back out to find
Yeah. No,
find
I'm just
Corey and Mouse. Yeah.
Right. So you guys, what about the rest of you? You guys got any settlement rituals that you're gonna do in your rooms?
I try and survey the surrounding areas. Is it a balcony in our rooms?
No. It's just kind of like it's just a room, maybe like 20 by 20 feet. Pretty just square room. There's like a little chair with a candle lit sort of lantern with a side table next to it. There's a chest to put your stuff in if you want at the foot of your bed.
Yeah.
But there's no windows or anything. It's pretty dimly lit. Pretty modest little in room. But you guys didn't ask for the luxury suite, so what can I say?
Yeah.
But yeah, so
This is not the luxury suite.
yeah, that's what you look. You just say that out loud, dude. This is not the luxury suite. Yeah, so
I say a couple prayers to the goddess of luck, and I think they probably want me to. I think they probably use a coin or something like that. So I probably like leave a coin under the bed or something like that as I go. Like thank you so much for getting me here.
Yeah. Okay. So you spin the coin, and it sort of spins, and then it stops, like kind of like in Inception. It's just like on its tip. No, that was a top, wasn't it? Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever. So you spin a top. No, I'm just kidding. So, all right. So you put a coin under your bed, say a few prayers. What about you? Are you gonna be planning your loot in your room or anything?
Mouse probably has gone into
Mouse,
her room.
yeah.
She's like taken off her backpack, opened it, and just kind of dumped everything on the floor. Like finds like what she needs, gives a shrug, leaves the pile there, grabs her loot, and then goes back downstairs.
Okay.
I got a question. Are the walls thin so you can hear like clearly what the person next door is doing?
Yeah. So yeah. So Lucius, you were directly next to Trevally, and you just heard him say, "This is not a luxury suite," and you're kind of like, "Oh, okay." And then, but yeah, you can hear pretty much everything.
Okay.
They're paper thin.
Okay.
So are you gonna like do some Morse code, or where were you going with that?
Oh no, I was hoping to be like roomed next door to Coriander's, and I'm kind of familiar with his rituals when he's in his room.
So it goes Trevally, Lucius, Coriander, and Mouse.
Okay.
So you're kind of smack dab in the middle of the tree man and the small man.
Yeah. So I'm very familiar with how what rituals Coriander does, and I know about the gold coin. So my plan is that when it's nighttime, I use my training as a rogue to take his peace offering to the god of luck.
Wow.
The goddess of luck.
You didn't have to fucking announce that to us now. But it's good.
Well, I did.
It's some foreshadowing. So let's just say that you whispered to yourself, okay,
yeah.
here's my plan. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna steal his coin. That's that short little fuck.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Exactly.
So you guys are settled in now. You're super settled. You could take a small rest, but you guys are doing fine. HP wise, you don't even need it. You're feeling very well rested. Well, actually, I don't know. I should, Lucius, you might want to sleep off your drunkenness. You're kind of hammered still.
Okay. So I'm just in a slumber, a drunken slumber, just.
So you guys are kind of getting ready. Like, all right. Like, we know why we're here. We need to get going. And you're just snoring, and you're just already out for the day.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So what do you guys want to do?
I definitely want to go talk to Corey.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, Corey, I don't know how helpful this town will be to us. There's an elf village where many of the young elves go to learn, and it's like it's a party town, basically. This seems a lot like that.
I can't hear. I can't hear you.
You not hear me?
No.
Oh man.
No, me.
There you go.
Oh.
I can hear you, Mondo. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay. Hey, Dragoli. One more important question.
Yeah.
More pressing than the party town. Do you know what a circus is? It's been on my brain all day.
Yeah, I know what the circus is. And I like
How am I?
I kind of draw one on the wall like a circle. I'm like, like that.
Oh. Oh, phew. Oh, okay. So it's not
So, Mouse, you hear this conversation because the walls are paper thin, and you hear, "What the fuck is a circus?"
Yeah.
So you might want to jump in on it. I don't know.
Okay.
Just saying.
Sorry.
Like,
Sorry. Okay.
The
One more
sun
time.
is a circus.
One more time
The
about elves.
moon is a circus sometimes.
Can I hear him like kind of the pattern of him drawing the circle on the wall?
Yeah. Yeah, you can. You hear him like drawing like a tent.
Yeah. That's a relief. Thank you, dear golly.
Glad that's cleared up.
I mean,
Now, you were saying.
I could be wrong. I don't know who we're gonna go to for information. This is like, it seems like a lot of fun here, but and I just kind of like
Right.
Plus, everything smells like piss here. It smells like piss and bananas.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not the most pleasant.
Yeah, you got. I mean, Trevally, you have noticed the smell. The rest of you guys haven't picked it up, but you're so used to just like tracking animals in the wilderness and like sense that you're just like you can just smell like the bodily fluids everywhere in this densely and populated town. But the rest of you city folk are pretty used to it. But it's definitely pretty strong to you, Trevally. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with that? Are you just gonna like ignore it, or is it gonna really affect you as a person?
I'm gonna say that during my travels, like to the boat and even on the boat, I mean, I'm guessing that like people were using buckets and shit on the boat and just like dumping them overboard. It's not really gonna bother me, you know. It's not gonna be like a major. But I'm guessing that I probably was hoping that Port Coral, you know, wouldn't have been as tightly packed and wouldn't have been so bustling and wouldn't have smelled so much like human waste.
Yeah. Well,
elf waste, halfling waste, dwarf waste, whatever.
Yeah, just waste, man. Yeah, the sewage system here is clearly not very well renovated. We should talk about this more. I think we should keep just going with the sewage. No. Okay, so you guys gonna go downstairs, or are you just gonna kind of like, kind of make a plan up here, kind of have a little powwow? What's the deal?
Yeah, so what Tergali was saying. Right, I'm kind of afraid to ask some, and then get an introduction with some of the more powerful people here, especially if Lucius is just gonna try to rob them.
Okay.
Lucius tried the what?
Long story. Actually, very, very, very short story. Lucius gets a little handsy when he drinks. Wants to. And I try to I do a little legitimate I pull a coin from behind my ear kind of thing and then help. He's a little tricksy with his hands. See.
I nod like I get it, and I kind of just don't get it. I'm just like, it's all
How did he
good.
fit that in his ear?
Yeah. Yeah, Trevally, you're looking and you're nodding, but you're like, I wonder how I could get another banana to eat.
Oh god.
I think we need to find someone a bit more serious to speak with.
Reading my mind. I was thinking if we could find someone who might know something, that would be the trick. We might have to do that by maybe proving ourselves, maybe doing a job or two.
I mean,
yeah.
You don't think he's resting here, do you? I don't see how he could be.
No. That's why I think someone in this town probably knows more than us. So we can find them, get on their radar. Might have a chance of finding the shaman. I know, I'm just guessing.
No, I think your guess is good.
Good.
Where's Mouse?
I've been here the whole time through the wall.
Yeah, you're like, where's Mouse? And she's like, ding, 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 ding.
I'm right next door.
And you're like, where's Lucius? Oh, he's got the drunky sleepies.
Yeah, I'm guessing I've seen enough of that on the boat that like I was probably expecting that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean,
I know that look.
When Lucius wakes up, we're probably going to do that. We're probably going to look for whoever's hiring and who seems to be sort of the power structure of the city, we can maybe talk to get us in a line to the shaman, right?
That's true.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But obviously, this is also a great time to ask if Mouse or Lucius, because we would tell you the plan and roughly and what you guys would think, right?
Yeah.
If you desire. You could also just keep it a secret and then just like not say anything.
No, I don't want to.
I mean, Mouse would probably get clued in because Lucius is asleep when we're sharing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, Mouse. She knows she's good to go. Might want to fill in Lucius though, who's just asleep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
All right.
Can I eavesdrop though? Like I'm kind of like sobered up and I'm just like semi-conscious but still conscious, but I'm still able to like pick up their conversation.
Yeah. So in your days as a hard, you're not new to drinking, and you're used to living life in the land of inebriation. So
Yeah.
you're kind of just shaking yourself off, smacking yourself in the face a few times, and you're pretty much sobered up at this point. And yeah, you kind of listen through the wall, and you hear them talking about circuses and something about finding someone that you can talk to about the shaman.
Yeah.
And yeah, so you guys are good to go. If you want to roll out, see what else the town has to offer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Okay. Yep.
All right, so you guys walk down downstairs, and it's maybe been like about an hour. You guys just kind of got settled in and talked, and it's probably about like 3 p.m. now. So still lots of daylight left. And you go down, and there's a few more people sitting at the bar inside the inn, and just kind of doing their thing, having an ale, having a banana Hefeweizen. And they're going. Or you guys are going out, or do you guys want to leave the inn right now?
Yeah, I mean, if everyone's ready to go, let's do it.
Yeah, we're going to explore and then look for suitors that can hire us possibly.
Like a job board or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Or at least, or circles up someone to talk to about who would know,
Uh-huh.
I don't think any of us
Someone
have a
who's
lot of
not
social
party.
capital in this place, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, maybe Mouse could hear something entertaining, right? And so like maybe like they pass it on to us, because I feel like that might be, a bard skill set, right? Like, that's probably something like you would probably the one who tells us who to talk to.
What do you say, Mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys just want to go out and explore the town?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys walk out, and it's still kind of buzzing about. A lot of people, bartering here and there with the whole banana thing, and there's people going to and fro, kind of minding their own business. It's a noisy town, and there's some guy who kind of walks by, and then he kind of like does a double take on you guys. And he's kind of eyeing Tervali, and it's like, it's kind of an interesting looking guy, and holy shit, he's huge. And I'm
still trying to keep myself hunched with the hood up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm probably definitely still noticeable, but I'm trying.
Yeah, he's like, that is a very large hunchback creature. So he, anyway, so you guys are walking down the stairs, and this guy's kind of looking at you, and he's like, "Hey, welcome to Port Coral, man. You guys aren't from around here, are you, huh?"
Yeah, I mean,
I look around like behind me, like me.
Yeah, you. Yeah, you with the hood on. You look at you, Quasimodo over there. What's up, man?
What was your first clue?
Huh?
What was your first clue?
Yeah. My what? My clue?
Your clue. What was your clue?
And he just
And I just kind of stand up like taller, and I just take the hood off, like, and I'm just
Yeah.
like,
And he goes, listen, you guys aren't from around here. You're not fooling anybody. He's like, you want to fit in here? You gotta try some of this banana rum I just cooked up with my pops, okay? And he pulls out he pulls out some little makeshift little shot glass sort of things with
Corey.
What?
Corey. I don't want to fit in here.
I become like a bit
Same.
like curious. Like, isn't it weird that ever since we came to the inn, the banana rum, and now this guy gets trying to give us banana rum? Is there something going on here?
Okay. You guys seem a little weirded out by the banana rum. How about some banana bread? I got banana bread.
No.
It's delicious. Look, and he eats some.
That actually piques my interest, and I'm just like, can I try some of that banana bread?
And he's like, you want some of this loaf, huh? And he pulls out a knife and he's cutting off a little slice of the banana bread. And he's like, I don't got any butter on me, excuse me, but this is some of the moistest, most delicious banana bread you ever tried in your life. And he hands you this slice. And he slices other slices and hands them to the rest of you guys.
I try the banana bread.
Do you guys all try the banana bread, or is it just?
Nah, I give mine to Gali.
I give mine to
Yeah,
Golly, too.
same. I'm like, you gotta knock yourself out to Gali. You basically got half a loaf of bread for free.
Okay. So are you eating it all?
No, I'm probably just gonna eat the one piece. I'm probably gonna save the rest, unless like it makes me ill. Like unless this guy is not a good cook.
Okay. So
like I'll wrap it in a leaf and put it in my pouch.
So you eat the bread, and you're like, oh my god, that was delicious, and you're kind of like, it's dissolving in your mouth. It's the most delicious banana bread you've never had. You never had banana bread, but if you had banana bread, this would probably be the best you've ever fucking had.
I like bread. I like bananas. It sounded like a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. So you're eating it, and you're looking at the banana huts all around you, and you're just in kind of in a little banana kind of it's just a little, you're in the banana zone, and and then you realize the huts are like upside down, and like everything is just kind of swirling, and make a constitution save. Okay, so you just
Not the best.
Yeah,
No,
you kind of look over and you're like, you guys, you gotta try this bit, and you just fall face forward and you're just you're passed out.
Oh man.
And the guy's like, so
I look at Corey. I'm like, catch me.
Yeah. And so, yeah. Coriander, make a dex save.
Are you serious?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to crush him. I was just kidding. I was just making jokes.
No, you fall. You fall right on top of him.
All right. Well, I get a 7. So.
All right. So he falls on top of you. You're now pinned to the ground underneath a massive tree person.
Unconscious loaf.
Yeah.
I'm only 280 though. It's like I'm very tall, but I'm only 280. You should.
Your legs and your arms are kind of sticking out the side, like one side of them, kind of like flailing around. And the guy takes a big. He's been smoking a little banana peel island pipeweed doobie this whole time, and he kind of takes a big drag of it and flicks it, and then he flicks it past you guys, and you guys kind of look for a second, and then you look back, and he's like has his hands in Intervalli's pockets.
I can't
let him take
feel
my bread.
anything.
Yeah. So
I grab a coriander by the legs and try to pull him in from underneath to Gali.
You grab my bare feet.
Ah!
Okay, do a strength check.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, you pull him out like a tablecloth under a bunch of dishware. You're just like, wow. And then and he just kind of drops like 6 inches and is
Thanks.
kind of closer to the
Yeah,
ground.
Dust
And,
myself off.
So you are good.
and all the meanwhile, this man is still like rummaging through Trevali's pockets.
Can I like shove him off of him?
And you can try. Well, actually, yeah, you can try.
One more rolling.
Can I pin him down in like a submission hold?
Well, you just went. So let's get. All right. So
Alright.
so you grab him by the shirt and like kind of you grab him by the dreads, and because he's a Rasta man, and you grab him by his dreads and you like throw him. You like a couple are like still in your hand. You like ripped a couple out, and he falls to the ground, and then and he's kind of like and then he says what's this? And he has the note that says about the shaman being here, and he kind of looks at you like and stands up and starts to run away.
Is that piece of paper like the only piece of paper about the last shaman, or do we all have the same piece of paper?
Yes,
with
You all have the same. You all have the same note essentially, and
Okay.
it said, the lost great one rests at Port.
Okay.
So he has that note now, and he's.
Can we?
Okay.
Can we?
I mean,
can I pursue him?
I'm too worried trying to wake Tugali up. So you guys get him.
Yeah. That's it.
I'll get this big one up on
I'm
his
gonna
feet.
try and pursue him.
Yeah, if you could just rouse me, I'll be good.
Yeah, I rouse you.
Am I roused?
Aroused.
I hope.
Am I aroused?
Are you a wait? Whoa! Back up. Is who around? Wait, what?
No, I'm trying to wake up Turgali.
A space roused? Or no space roused.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay, no, stos.
yeah. Turgali, make a charisma saving throw. Oh, so yeah, you're aroused, but in a friendly sort of friend. You're very happy that that he is your friend.
Right. But am I conscious?
You are not conscious, but you feel it's like when you're like as half asleep and that like something's happening, but you're like not fully awake. That's kind of how it is. And you're like, you're dreaming of like skipping through like a flowery meadow, or you hand it like on your shoulders. Hey. And you're like, and you talk in your sleep. You're like, I love you, Corey. And he's like, what the f is happening? All right. And all the meanwhile, this dude is still running away.
I'm like halfway at the door. I'm like, oh wait. I'm like, Tugali's getting. Wait, he's not using any hands, but he's getting up.
Talk about a hunchback.
Yeah. Yeah. You, Turgali, you point to where he's running away, so to speak, with no hands. All right, so you guys gonna try and stop this guy because he's running away.
His
dreads are flowing in the wind, and he's just like, you guys have been talking about this so long. He had the time to like roll up another banana peel doobie, and he's like smoking it. Like, he's like, I got your note, bitches. I'm out of here, man.
I'm like running after him with his like 2 dreads that I pulled out in my hand, like throw them at him.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Get back here!
Is that really what you want to do?
Yeah.
I'm like close behind the mouth, and as I'm like passing, I'm like, is it okay if I pull his hair so I can restrain him down? Or is that is that against like all sorts of ethics of like fair fighting? And you're like,
okay. Well, let's say okay. So here we are. You guys are watching this dreaded man run away, and let's take a break right there. You guys can talk about it because I think some people have to go to the bathroom.
okay.
Cool. Yeah. Let's take a quick, probably like 3 to 5 minute break. Once everyone's back, we'll get started again. Yeah. So we'll be right back.